Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Brazilian Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered. Let's fire into it. We know the score by now. Marcus Ericsson, 6 out of 10. His best qualifying in F1, but in the race, his car was dropping to bits. Like literally dropping to bits. World class qualifying, a dreadful race. He's been superb this season. His best season in F1 by a country mile, and he's got dropped. Off to IndyCar he goes. On to his teammate Charles Leclerc. It's got to be 10 out of 10. Best of the rest in the race, and P8 in qualifying. It's a world-class performance once again. Wait till he gets in a Ferrari. Hulkenberg, 5 out of 10. Poor weekend. Crashed in practice 2, retired in the race, standard 5. Carlos Sainz, 3 out of 10. Another horrible weekend for the Spanishman. If you're wondering what the noise is, I'm flicking my page, so I've got qualifying 16th for Sainz. And where did he get in the race? P12, so bad weekend by Carlos. Fernando Alonso, 0. Awful, all weekend, no pace, ranting on the radio. It was like he gave up. Almost last all weekend. Van Dorn, 4 out of 10. Once again, he was last in qualifying, but a better race by Van Dorn. The Haas boys. Grosjean Magnussen, solid as usual. Both get 7. They're consistent, they score more points for Haas. And Renault didn't score, so Haas score points. So that could go down to Abu Dhabi, I believe. Sorokin. We'll give him 4 out of 10. Again, we know the Williams is poor. Great qualifying, not a great race as usual, but a better qualifying by Sorokin. Lance Stroll, 1 out of 10. Not good enough. 19th in qualifying, 18th in the race, abysmal. And he's so, never has a positive word to say. Who are we on to next? Lewis Hamilton. It's got to be a 10 out of 10. World champion. People say he doesn't do well after he's won the championship. Pole position and a lucky race win. So he's got to get 10. Bottas, 6 out of 10. He is simply not good enough to drive for Mercedes. He's just not. 3rd in qualifying. His teammate wins the race. He's in 5th. And Max is only 3 points off him. Max, in the drivers, 3 points off him. Bottas is driving a Mercedes, Max is in a Red Bull, and he's 3 points behind him in the championship. Sebastian, 6 out of 10. Good qualifying in P2, just missed out on pole, but the race he just went backwards. Got jumped by Bottas at the start, then Max flies past him, then he makes a mistake and Kimi's past him. Horrendous race. Kimi, 7 out of 10. Consistent as usual, another podium for the Iceman. Max, 10 out of 10. Sensational, world-class, megastar Dutchman that he is. Robbed by Ocon. Ocon, suicidal driving. And Max was perfect. He passed Vettel, passed Raikkonen, passed Bottas, passed Hamilton. Deserved to win. Everyone said it. He gets robbed. Ricardo, 8 out of 10. Hey! Finishes a race. Holy shit, it'll be snowing. 8 out of 10. He had to take his penalty, but a phenomenal race by Ricardo to get 4th. Just missed out on the podium. And he finished the race. Yes, he finished the race. Gasly, standard 5. Decent qualifying, P10. 13th in the race. Hartley, 4 out of 10. Again, 17th in qualifying. Better race by Hartley, beats his teammate, but I think he's lost his seat. Sergio Perez, 6 out of 10. Again in the points. Good little driver, Checo. Very underrated. And scores points for Force India. And last but not least, the villain of the weekend, Esteban Ocon, 0 out of 10. If you could give minuses, he'd probably get a minus. Whoa, I love Esteban Ocon. Deserves a seat for next year. He's better than half of the grid that have got seats. He's better than Sorokin, Stroll, Van Dorn. Van Dorn's not there next year, but you get my drift. He's better than half the field. Sorokin, Stroll. He's better than probably Ericsson. He's not there next year. Perez. Is he better than Perez Ocon? I think he's talented, Ocon. Stick Ocon in the Mercedes, he'd do a better job than Bottas, 100%. But he's got to get 0. Trying to unlap himself, takes out the leader, costs Max the win. And then there was argy-bargy when they were getting weighed. Max pushes Ocon, not once, not twice, about 3 or 4 times. And people were saying Ocon's lucky it was only a push. So there we have it, all 20 drivers covered. Who scored highly? Max and Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Who scored low? Fernando Alonso. And the villain of the weekend, Esteban Ocon. There we have it, all 20 drivers covered. I might do a Max Ocon video, so look out for that. But qualifying done, race done, driver ratings. Thanks for watching. Adios. I'll see you next time.